This is the Hinowa 2010. Make yourself familiar with the machines operating in emergency features before continuing by reading and understanding the operating manual. Walk around the machine checking for any defects or damage, checking structure, hoses, cables, assemblies, and remember to check safety decals and machine specification plate. Turn the machine on with the key at base controls on the remote. The emergency stop icon will fill the screen. To clear this, push the emergency stop on the remote and twist to release. Now the information icons will be in the screen and you are ready to test the functions. To start the diesel engine, press the preheat button. Then after 10 to 20 seconds, push the start button to start the engine. Now test the forward and backwards functions by moving the red joysticks, making sure the area is clear. Should you need to remove the cage to get through a narrow restriction, unscrew the caps and with some assistance, remove the cage. It's also possible to shorten the machine by folding up the cage support. If required, you can narrow or widen tracks with the buttons on the remote. Also, it's possible to lift the jib arm to aid ground clearance. To set outriggers on auto, push and hold the auto outrigger down button. Stop the outriggers near the ground to correctly place the outrigger pads if required. Use the manual stabilisation button to precisely place each outrigger. Now use the auto outrigger button and hold until the screen comes up with OK. You should now see the outrigger lights flashing. Place the remote safely whilst you test all ground controls. Leave booms up a little to test emergency functions. Now test emergency functions, including the hand pump system. The instructions are in the manual and under the cover. You may need an assistant. Place the hand pump handle in the pump. Select boom functions on the lever, now your assistant pumps. Hold the red lever up and the desired black lever for the direction required. Before going to the cage, test the ground emergency stop button by pushing and trying to start the engine. Twist the button to release and reset. Now enter the cage and place the remote in the support. Fully push the remote to the right and lock in place. Lift the ladder and connect the harness lanyard. Test the remote emergency stop button by pushing and trying to start the engine. Now release by twisting gently. Start the engine and test all functions in all directions. Now you're ready to work. Make sure when closing the machine, the yellow arrows are perfectly aligned and all booms are fully closed. Exit the cage safely. To lift outriggers, press and hold the auto outrigger up button whilst observing for dangers. When you're finished, park the machine safely and remove the key. If required, you can store the outrigger pads in the cage. Common faults. If you try and stabilise the machine with weight in the cage, the remote must be locked in the holder. If it's not, this icon will appear. Should you try to drive the machine with an outrigger on the ground, the lift outrigger up icon will appear. If an outrigger is not fully on the ground, the machine will tell you which outrigger number is lifted. Should you try to raise the machine with the remote not fully locked in the holder, you'll see the basket No icon in the screen. If when closing the machine, if you don't fully line up the yellow arrows and you attempt to lift the outriggers, the icon Close on the remote will come up. Should you experience an issue whilst in the air, follow your rescue plan. This may include the gravity descent from cage. Push and hold the button number 4 with the triangle on it. Then move the desired boom joystick down, watching below for obstructions.